Thank you so much. You deserve all these flowers.
A whole lot of them. Sure. Wow. I must have paid correctly. Thank you very much indeed.
Maestro Peter Palmer, organ presentation, and he also a great composer of the 21st century. And he composes lots of amazing musical masterpieces, and as well as many new songs for you to enjoy. And our songs give people lots of courage, joy, and happiness. They have amazing meaning. Every song has lots of meaning, and we hope you love our music we create.
Absolutely. Be more, and tell your friends about it. Singing, and tell your neighbours and everyone. Spread it around.
Yes, because the song makes your life is really full of
absolutely,
joy.
yeah.
When I'm listening to our music in the car, it's the only time when I can have time to listen to my music. It's in the car, and I'm just amazed. And I always drive the car, and I really enjoy it.
That's
And
right.
the
There's no
songs
other
are just-
voice. There's no other voice except Lyudmila's.
Yes, because
around the world.
every voice is so unique, and you're right. And it's very hard to fake my voice.
That's right. I wouldn't like to fake it. I'd be horizontal, not vertical, like I am now. Ooh, see, I can't even get up there.
Why don't you sing another that beautiful duet we just created, Christ the King, Christ the King?
Oh, that one. We'll do it right back. We'll be right back. I might get some more flowers if I play it properly. See you later. And don't forget to subscribe to
No.
our channel.
Even if you don't play properly, still give flowers.
Yeah, that's right. You don't
It's
bring me
beautiful.
flowers anymore. That's copyright.
Yes. You know, for ladies, good advice, don't ever wait for men to give you
Uh-uh.
flowers.
You'll be waiting for
you
it
buy
ever.
You buy your own flowers. You just go to shop, find the flowers you want, and always buy them, and always photograph them, and always enjoy them. And never wait for this man to bring you flowers, because he never maybe will, you know. So don't waste your precious time. Buy the flowers while they're available, and they're
And
so beautiful.
don't hold your breath too long.
And another thing, they always make you happy, and when the flowers are around your house, of course you feel so happy.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
create your own happiness.
That's right.
Of course, for people who have winter, unfortunately they cannot have flowers, but nevertheless you can have a look at these ones.
And then, if you buy your own flowers, display them on the table when you're having dinner or something.
And you know, then the man
And
will
the
come
hubby
and
will
they'll
say,
say, what a beautiful
"Oh,
flowers.
What lovely flowers." Well, darling, you should have done that. It's your job, not mine. So what are you going to say then?
An advice
Yeah,
for a
incredible.
man, always give flowers to your beautiful ladies while you still have them,
oh,
because
yeah,
otherwise
yes.
some other man will give them the flowers.
That's right. And then
And you
that's
might
gone.
lose your beautiful lady.
It'll take off like a gander.
Absolutely. Yes, so therefore, value your beautiful ladies. Always tell them how beautiful they are, even if they look tired. And appreciate the meals they cook, even maybe it's slightly not as good.
Yeah, I know what you
Don't
mean.
laugh,
Yeah.
but
I'm not laughing.
it's
I'm
true,
just,
because, and I explain you why the meals of ladies can be not as good. Because these days, lots of people live on a budget, correct? And so lots of families cannot afford buying
well, that's
very
right.
expensive
Yeah,
ingredients like snapper fish, and sometimes they cook on a budget. Therefore, the man, when he lives in a family on a budget, have to appreciate even for some potatoes to be cooked, because maybe that's the only thing they cook.
That's it. Yeah.
And you need to consider the situation. So not everybody can afford buying all these fancy ingredients for cooking amazing meals. Because I'm as a chef, I know how much ingredients requires even to bake a bread. Look, have a look. You need to have wholemeal flour, which normally never man will buy to you in your house. Never. They only like to eat your bread, but they never buy your flour. So you have to go yourself and buy flour. In fact, lots of flour, because they always want the bread. So then you have to buy raisins, correct? Because the bread without raisins would be slightly tasteless.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Then you have to buy soda, because you're making it on soda. And you have to buy yogurt, so it's foundation of your bread.
That's right.
So look how many, and plus you maybe can add 2 or 3 bananas inside, and then you can put in a bread making machine and bake it, you know. And then, of course, every man would love to eat it. But the question is, who brings the ingredients for the bread?
That's right.
So, therefore...
That's the secret, yeah.
Yes, therefore, when somebody gives us cake or bread or just something to eat, we have to be always grateful, even a cup of tea. because even cup of tea,
I
not
see.
every person even have teas these days because they can't afford even buy teas because it's quite expensive, correct? The green tea.
Very expensive.
So
that's right.
when families live on a budget, of course the cooking of the wife will be very humble, and the man have to consider that because she cannot cook out of nothing. And if he doesn't bring the food into the house and expect her to cook restaurant meals, it doesn't work like that because restaurant meals require like fresh salad and fresh ingredients. So therefore it's quite costly.
High quality.
Yes. So it's quite costly. So therefore men, when they don't provide for their woman and they spend the money elsewhere and not bringing that to their beloved wives, well they should. And then they could not complain about her plain meals because she haven't got ingredients to cook the flesh meals. But if you buy to your wife beautiful fresh fish and stuff, of course she'll cook you flesh meals as well.
Because you'll appreciate what you...
In other words, what you contribute into your family, that's what you're going to get. And if you have the time to waste your money elsewhere and don't bring anything to your family, and you don't give your affection to your wife,
in big trouble.
And you don't give her flowers because you're always saving on who knows what. Because, you know, once I asked my ex-husband, you know, he all his life saved on me. He was saving on me all the time, on everything. And I asked him, you know, after 12 years, I said, so what did you save? How much money did you save on me?
Probably $1 million.
And he couldn't answer the question. So when people saving, they're very often, they're not really saving, they're not putting enough contribution into the family. And as a result, what happens? You're going to lose it. So therefore, if you have there the most beautiful woman nearby you now, just show it to her that she's so special. Give her lots of words of praise. Love her, kiss her, explain her how much you love her. Bring her flowers. And really be expecting to be for her when she needs you, not just elsewhere all the time. And then so many men complain, oh, my wife was unfaithful to somebody else. The question is, where have you been at that moment? So if you have been with your wife, obviously she not have no time to go elsewhere, correct? But what happened? The men themselves going elsewhere, and the woman are getting what's called lonely. Do they?
And they get vulnerable.
Yes, correct. And some guy will come and give them some beautiful bunch of flowers. And some guy will say, why don't we go for dinner? You're so beautiful.
That's right, that's right.
And if she takes the offer, in no time you lose your own.
You're gone, finished, and when you come back, oh, where's the woman? She's gone. She's flown away to another planet.
Because women need to be loved.
Must.
I think they must be loved because they're like flowers.
Yeah.
You have to care about the woman, you have to protect the woman. So nobody can crash these flowers from the side.
That's right.
You have to look after them. You have to give them water.
Very important.
Because if she will not have water, which is your appreciation and love, she'll dry up. I love the one on Facebook. One man made a amazing movie like this. On one hand, he holds the rose is dry, and on the other hand, the live rose. And he said, "What kind of man you are? Do you have the woman dry like this rose, or so beautiful as this one?" So what's the gardener? It's what kind of rose you're going to have. I love it. The concept is amazing.
Very interesting.
So if you don't give your woman the water and love and affection,
she's nurtured.
then don't be surprised while she took off.
Yeah, that's right. I'll
Yes,
put these
so
in the appropriate place, otherwise they will
I
fade
think
away.
in 2023 you can't be solidly rely that I married her, that's it, and I can do what I like. No way. These days women have lots of choices, correct? And rights.
The reality of that.
And if they're not loved, of course they're free to go.
Yes,
and I think it's
absolutely.
correct because woman should never live in an environment when she's not loved, she's not developing, she always lives in fear. I think it's really wrong.
Yes.
And we must value the woman because women give us life.
Yeah.
They are our beautiful mothers, and we always have to care about women, love the woman and children, and help always mothers with the children. And then we would always have happiness, don't you think? Because this woman will care for us.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
And there's only one woman, so take care of that woman. Otherwise, she'll vanish. Good advice.
Yes, and then don't complain. Why did she go
That's
with
right.
another man? Because you was not there for her when she needed you. And plus, on top of that, I imagine she forgave you thousands of times too. And she's waiting for you probably for years and years and
that's
years.
Right. And then 12 years
then
down the drain.
And then at the end, basically, she decides to leave. and then don't be surprised while she leaves, because when you're marrying the person, you still don't own them.
Yeah.
Marriage is sort of a commitment, but it's not that you can use your partner as a slave for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
and not planning to give them anything. Correct?
Yes,
Do you
absolutely.
understand, right?
So,
So-
esteem,
This is my point of view.
self-esteem each other. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
So therefore, for men, big reminder: love your woman while you have them.
That's right.
Give them so much affection. Treat every day like if it's your last day on the planet. How much would you love your wife today if it's the last day on a planet Earth you live with her? That's how much effort you have to give into